Okay, so I noticed in the last live streams people were having problems getting to the link, and I don't know, it is kind of hard to figure that out. But anyway, I went and got two of my game cameras today. Got all my tile work done last night, grouted it and everything today. I've been sanding and doing all that, and about 4:30 I went to get the game cameras. And I gotta tell y'all, I'm pretty daggum disappointed in because I did something that I knew better than to do, and that is to face the sun. I had it pointed right at where the sun goes down, so a lot of these turned out pretty bad. But we'll look at them anyway. There's a couple of them that's interesting. And I've got another video that I put out, and I've thought about not even doing this because it's kind of silly what I did. Like I said, I knew better, but I was hoping that the rock at the cave would hide the sun. I mean, look, right here is the only little part, and as usual, it does nothing but rain. So that was one from there. And there's another one, and I'm not really sure what's making these even go off. Unless it's the wind blowing. This right here is the only thing that I can see that's moving. For the most part, I messed up, and you will see right here. This is the sun, the black hole sun. And don't you worry, they get worse. Again, I'm not sure what's tripping it. It could be anything over here, but the only thing I see moving is these few leaves right there. But I kind of got disgusted with it and quit looking at them. But I did get another video for one of the cameras that I put up, and I'll show you the results from it here in a second. Look at that. And this is about how the rest of them's going to be until the sun goes back down. Just all washed out. And that sucks. I know better than this. However, I thought that maybe these rocks would block the sunlight from coming down. There's a few good pictures in here from rainy days and whatever, but I'm not really sure what's triggering this camera. Should have actually put the camera inside the rocks, I suppose. There had been a deer down in there. I say deer tracks down in there. Something else I couldn't tell. Something slid off the hill. Might have been the deer pawing it. Some kind of video I took before. This is from the other game camera here. This is Bailey doing her booger impression and getting blurry. We gone, and I want to kind of mention that if something comes in front of the camera and triggers it, I think I've got mine set on 5-second delays now. With the game camera, you're going to get a couple pictures, especially something just, a lot of times you use the game camera and you put a bait out there for deer or whatever. So you're going to get a couple shots of whatever critter gets in front of that game camera. And that's why I'm always suspect of cameras that only show one picture of some unknown creature. You can't tell what it is. There's Blur Bailey. She's trying to cloak there. Kind of looks like she's got a surgical mask on, maybe trying not to spread germs or something. I don't know. Not sure why she's doing that. I've had this camera up for a couple of weeks. Here's more at the cave. Oh, this really aggravates me. I know better than this. Fortunately, this was the only tree, the best tree that was around. I'm just going to whip right through these because they're all. And they must be going backwards too, unless the sun now goes to the east. I can't believe I done that. I don't. I don't really think there's any good pictures. They're all whited out, and I apologize. I know better, but and there's plenty of them like that. There's a good one. That's another thing. See, I haven't looked at any of these. Rain or something on the lens on that. This one's got looks like a deer. Yep. Got a deer. And it looks like it's looking right at the camera, and that's what I'm saying. A deer has enough intelligence to see that camera or hear that camera or smell that camera. You know, so why wouldn't a booger? And I think a booger's got enough intelligence to there's another one. A booger's got enough intelligence to watch. Is that a deer? That might be a coyote. Is that? I think that's a coyote. But a booger would sit there and watch people put these up and watch watch the deer come to him, and then watch the person come back and hunt over that spot and shoot the deer that come there where that game camera is. They're not stupid critters. I mean, I just game cameras sure do work good around here to keep the dog food and such. I think it'd be really hard to trick one. At least that's what I'm seeing here. It must be me coming out at night. That thing went right. I'm not sure what that one is. Might be an old one. Shouldn't be any more that was down here. I think we done looked at all these. I thought I seen one that definitely had a code in it. It's a Bailey yoke. Not sure where it is now. I don't know what triggered it on this one. But sometimes it's just the wind blowing a limb. Somebody did comment and they're seeing something in another video. I need to go back and look for that. Watch those videos again on the game camera whenever I left it up at the cave. Because I have got some interesting things like the hand over the lens and what looks like it could possibly be a top of a head or a shoulder. And she showed me something last night that was pretty interesting looking. Did y'all just hear that? See if that happens again. Came from out on the front of the house, on the side over there. There's the coyote. That feller. It's a pretty big goat too. Can you compare it to Bailey? I wish I knew how to do them side by side things. It's a pretty big goat. Let's see, let's look at that one. Compared to that, I mean, that's about as big as Bailey. Check this out. close it again. Okay. You get them side by side. These shots anyway. All right, here's Bailey, a full-grown, healthy Saint Bernard. There's a yoke. Shit, that coyote is about as big as Bailey. Good night. I mean, here's the little Y stick that's popping out. Bailey is a little bit further away, but not much. Maybe 5 yards further away than this. Man, that's a pretty good sized coyote. I'm wondering if that's a wolf. I have seen a wolf here before. That's pretty interesting. It might be. It might be what she's been barking at. That's pretty interesting. I've got the batteries back on recharge now, and I've got the other one that I stuck in the log. I guess that's been about 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna try to go get it tomorrow, but we got a storm coming in. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then get cold Sunday and snow, and then get really cold Monday. Of course, they're prone to change that at any time. However, it is the weekend, so in a tradition we have around here, we get rain every weekend. It's crazy. Yep, storm. But anyway, that's all I got on them. I apologize for the sun mistake. I didn't think about that. I should have. I did kind of think about it, and I thought, well, surely that rock will block out most of the sun. Usually, what I do is get behind a camera and aim it, look to see where that camera's looking. I thought it was the rock would cover it, and it would be in the shade because I had it maybe 3 foot up on a tree. We will, we will see. I can't get over how big that thing is. Wish I could do a split screen on this. There's probably a way to do it. That is a dandy. I mean, Bailey's bigger than him, but not by a whole lot. I mean, she's bulkier. I mean, that thing might even have I guess it's a little shorter. I don't know. I don't know if that's a wolf or what that is. But anyway, that's all I got. Like I said, I've got a video and I meant to upload it. Whenever I got home, I ate and I crashed out for about an hour and a half. And then MK Davis came on live. If y'all uh, haven't seen his videos, he's been doing a lot of videos on the Facebook about the Patterson Gimlin film. And that thing has really got me perplexed. Yeah, poor little Bob Wells. I tell y'all what happened. I walked up to the barn, and this has happened before. I had another big white rooster, old Bob Wells's brother or whatever, and got them together. Well, he was up there, and he was just laying on the ground, gasping and kind of flopping and stuff. And I thought, well, what in the heck is going on here? So I dispatched him, and I was kind of afraid to eat him. And I came down here and researched the breed. Uh, and found out that they are prone, where they're a big bird and they grow, so fast. They're a meat bird. You raise them for meat. So they grow fast and they're prone to leg issues where they're so heavy and heart issues. So that one had a heart attack. So little Bob also had a heart attack. And I hate it, but that's the way it is. I bought him for eating. So I've got little Bob in the freezer. I had to dispatch him too and got him processed. I've got some of it laid out in the refrigerator because y'all won't believe how big. I brought one of them, one of my roosters, to Granny, and I kind of got in trouble because I skinned it and got rid of a lot of the fat, and she used the chicken fat in her dumplings, which are, by the way, are just she uses chicken fat and magic or something on it because they are tasty. But yeah, I kind of got in trouble for getting rid of too much chicken fat. But anyway, she said, "How many chickens is that?" And I said, "That's just one." She said, "Well, Lord, that's as big as a turkey because they're huge." Oh yeah, little bob and dumplings would be good. But yeah, I can see you go, little Bob. It's going to be boring around here without you. Resting, resting, what, 8 piece and 2 biscuits, I guess. Ooh, Ronnie, charge your phone, lad. Yeah, I understand. I've already got, believe me, I've got the fat this time. Little Bob's got had plenty of it on him. I'm gonna take the fat to my granny. She's gonna make her magical chicken and dumplings, and everybody's gonna be happy. It's a happy ending, right? I learned my lesson on that. Also got processed little Bob a bit easier this time, but the skin, it tastes good. You fry it up and it tastes good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't think it's the most healthy thing for you, and it's a lot easier to skin them. This time I just plucked it and cut it up. So I don't know. It sounded like something hit the front of the house just a few minutes ago. So I might go out here in a minute. I'm pretty tired though. It's kind of windy out, and who knows? It could be raining by now. It is the weekend. Anyway, any questions or whatever? I did find 4 more eggs today, so that's good. And I also bought some soft shell, the burrito shells, to make some breakfast burritos, and I make a mean breakfast burrito. Ask Bailey if you don't believe me. She loves them. Yeah, I know a few people that go to Salt Fork, and yeah, it's a pretty hot spot. Yeah, D had a good one last night. I had to go back and rewatch it because the chat was just so wild and I couldn't really pay attention. But I went back and rewatched it, and what kind of got me was the asking for forgiveness deal, and you can kind of take that a couple of ways. First of all, I'm not really sure about a dog man talking. To be totally honest with you, I'm really not sure about dog man. But anyway, it wouldn't surprise me. Actually, either one of them, dog man exists, and there seems to be some pretty good proof. I've seen a couple of pictures that's uh, pretty good. But them talking and like having a conversation, I'm not so sure about that. And asking forgiveness, confessing your sins or whatever, that was kind of strange. But we're supposed to forgive one another, and I don't know how all that would work out. I don't think it, honestly, to be honest, I don't think a dog man would be a Christian. I'll just put it to you like that. Yeah, I'm not really sure either, Frank, what the forgiveness. I mean, it's not like he's confessing his sins or whatever. I don't know, or just that to admit you was wrong doing something. But uh, it's good to listen out to somebody, and you really can't say nothing about somebody. And I hate, I'm a Christian, and I hate that people talk about other people's religions, or you don't know what's in a person's heart. Like I said, I'm a Christian. I feel like you have to ask for God's forgiveness and to take the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. And I think it's between you and God. All right, each person, no matter what religion you are. Uh, I don't try to judge another person's religion, and I think it's awful rude, and I think it's very disrespectful. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild last night, the chat. And if you come on to somebody's chat, and I would want the same done in here. If somebody's just being disrespectful to whoever I have on here, give them a warning. Maybe put them in the timeout. If they continue on, just get rid of them because you don't want that. Well, you know what else speaks to people, Lisa? Is demons. The whole Jesus and the swine deal, casting out the demons into the swine. I mean, I think if you're in the presence of God, you're going to know it. Also, having said that, I think you are. Satan is the great deceiver. Yeah, I mean, I've heard people say that the dog man is just a different form of Bigfoot, like the baboon type or whatever, and they've got that snout. Yeah, it's just the cussing's disrespectful. I mean, if you're having a conversation for someone and you slip up, and you're talking about something exciting, and it's exciting to talk about, and you slip up every once in a while and maybe throw out a word or two. But if you're in here and you're with me company, and there could be kids or whatever watching, just use respect. Typing a word out and actually slipping out and saying one is two different things. I'm a sinner. I'm a Christian man, but I'm a sinner. We all are. All we can do is ask for forgiveness, and you only get that forgiveness through the blood of Christ and asking God for that forgiveness. You don't go to a priest or you don't go to a man or whatever, be it a dog man or a regular old human being. But yeah, I mean, there's a time and place for everything. A disrespectful emoji. I don't know. Maybe the third one might be. I guess you could like put emojis on there like hieroglyphs and kind of be disrespectful through hieroglyph emojis. All I'm saying is I'm willing to listen to people's story, and if I don't believe it, then that's I don't know, that's kind of it's not my fault. You know, I used to watch the news and believe what they were saying on that. Right? I used to listen to what they were saying in school and believe that Columbus discovered America, and that whenever they believed the lie about we evolved from apes and the whole evolution and all that, it's just stupid. I thought, but finding out that Bigfoot's real got me questioning a lot of other things, and a lot of things that you've learned and that they've told you that's not just not real. Yes, they do, Reddy Core. Yes, they do. And I could come out and I could say that I had mind speak or I had this or that, but I'm not saying that none of that is impossible. However, it's never happened to me. It's never happened to people that I've known on here for a while. That's got them on their property. It's got boogers on their property. It's never happened to them. And like for instance, and I know I say this a lot, but Snow White Bigfoot, my favorite researcher out there, she documents her stuff so well and is so organized, and I'm amazed compared to her. But she's a good-hearted, good person, and if they're going to try to communicate through mind speak with anybody on this earth, it's going to be somebody like her. A good, gentle person. So she's never had it happen. Uh, the orbs, I've never seen the orbs. Lady in the Woods she's seen one. I think her husband's seen one here recently, and I don't think she relates it to Bigfoot. And I don't, there's other things out there besides Bigfoot. Definitely, I've seen ghosts. Now, was that ghost a Bigfoot? No, one of them was a dog though, which is kind of weird and kind of makes me think. But we're all God's creation. So, but I mean that's just get back to what I said the other night. I think that women make better Bigfoot researchers than men, just because the way they are compared to the way that we are. They're more organized. And I'm not saying all men are like me and totally unorganized and scatter thought and all that, but I don't know. Just as a whole, I think women, they're more calm than us. They don't have all that testosterone that we have. You know, Bookers pay attention to what I was saying about game cameras earlier. Uh, they see men out hunting a lot more than they would women. And I know women hunt, and I'm not saying anything like that, but like it or not, we are different. I can't even keep my tackle box organized. Like right now, if you told me to go look for well, actually, I do know where my recorder is. It's sitting out on the back porch, probably with dead batteries, because I forgot to get it the last time I put it out. I didn't leave it out in the rain though, so that's one good thing. See, I've seen, I guess you called it a UFO because it was something in the sky that I could not even identify, and it was very fast, and it came to a stop and made a right angle and was gone again. Now, is it aliens? I don't think so. I think our government has technology beyond what we know. I worry that someone might want to start their own channel and tell a story that is half truth. I wouldn't want my friend's channel used to gain followers. Yeah, I agree with that. And you know, I try to I try to watch who I promote, and I've made mistakes before, and I'll admit it. And some things have come back and bit me in the butt. But you live and you learn. You just got to try to be careful, and you can kind of tell if someone's telling the story if it rings true or not. I don't know, Tracy. Send me a message or whatever. The future's uncertain, but the end is always near. You know what I'm saying? To quote the great poet Jim Morrison. Yeah, I agree. I agree, and there's things out there that we don't know about. However, like I said, I got to talk to Melba Ketchum the other night, and I thought that was just great. I would love to get her on here. However, there's a lot of things that she don't share public, but she told me a few things last night that make sense. And I'm not totally buying into this and that. If I don't see it, if I see it, then like I said before, then I'll tell you about it. Or if I'll try to get proof of what I've seen. I always try to get proof of what I see before I put it out there. Or I'll put it out there, and then the next video I can't do the edits. I mean, I guess I can, but it takes forever, and I just don't have the patience for it. And I'll try to put up backup proof for whatever I put out there. Well, if I go outside, I won't be able to sit here and talk to y'all. Can we just go outside and leave my laptop running? That's the deal. Well, see, that makes sense, guard. I mean, you got your armor of uh, the God on, But I think that people can uh, invite demons in, and that's what I'm saying. If I do have mind speak, then I'm done. Sorry, I'm done. If I have mind speak and I think it's a Bigfoot mind speaking to me, I'm done. That's demonic. I think it's demonic. That stuff going on. Oh, Barrett. I'm gonna put you in timeout, Jenny. But anyway, uh, all right, guys. I'm gonna walk. I am gonna walk out. Like I said, I heard that knock walk out. I don't know what's going on. I might walk out there. Might be the UPS guy. I still ain't got those binoculars. So maybe him throwing them on the porch or something. If anything's going on, I'll jump on live on the phone. I mean, people have like a sixth sense and such, but like I said before, like I went around a corner and we got curvy mountain roads here, and just something tells me slow down. I'll get around in that curve, and there's stands a deer out in the middle of the road. Did that deer mind speak to me? Hey, buddy, slow down, you're going to hit me. No, it's like a sixth sense type of deal. It's my opinion, it's the good Lord looking out for me. I appreciate it. I thank Him for it. Strange world order. I do believe I'm going to end it too. Like I said, I'm going to walk outside. If anything's going on out there, I'll jump on live. I've got Scott from Bigfoot Explorer uh, looking into if I could somehow hook up a night vision, even if I got to put my laptop or something like that out there and hook up the night vision binoculars or FLIR or whatever to it. I think that would be better at night. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, y'all have a good night and God bless.